Just above Belmont here on Lakeshore Drive, I'm in front of a very beautiful, ornate building from 1916, one of the most glorious buildings on Lakeshore Drive. And what's awesome is we're going to find out when we go inside today's condo that this is sort of the least of the components. This beautiful facade pales by comparison to the unbelievable view of Belmont Harbor and then the fantastic interior, both the vintage bones of the place and the decoration that's been done by the seller. Let's go on in and see a really remarkable place with some spectacular views. Brad Lippitz is the agent on this awesome apartment, and we've got to start, Brad. This view is, I mean, this could be the ugliest place on earth, and that view would sell it.
It's 70 feet of uninterrupted view from the 9th floor of Lake Michigan and the Belmont Harbor. I mean, what could be more spectacular than this? It's like you feel like you're on vacation every single day of your life.
Absolutely. But then turning back in here, I said it could be the ugliest place on earth, but it's not. It's a very nice vintage apartment. It's from, what is it, 1916, right?
Right. This was built in 1916 by Hallberg. It's all been sanded, replastered. Everything has been beautifully restored. All the windows are new front-facing mahogany windows. All the heating and cooling elements are new. And what the owners have done is remarkably integrated the new with the old into this masterpiece of Beaux Arts architecture.
It's nice that you say it that way because, you know, it's great to know all that new stuff is behind the walls, but on the walls is this vintage looking molding. I mean, I can't say molding because it goes from floor all the way to ceiling. The millwork just in this room is amazing. What I love is the crown molding around the pill-shaped dining room that really sort of shows you the shape you're in. These rooms feel as if it's 1916, but with a really contemporary design.
Right. I mean, it's really unbelievably unique to have this level of ornamentation and the richness in terms of the molding, the design, and the expansiveness of the rooms facing the lake.
Yeah. Now, not facing the lake would include the kitchen, and it does not feel like 1916. It's a much more contemporary kitchen, relatively small, pops of color.
Right. The kitchen is beautifully designed. It's very well tailored to maximize catering and high-level entertaining. It's got high-end appliances, somatic cabinets, beautifully designed. Again, not in trying to mimic the old, but really create a very gentle transition to a newer kitchen.
That makes a lot of sense. And then we've got the 2-bedroom suites that are down here. We'll talk about a third. We need to talk about the floor above, which is an add-on to this apartment. And to get there, we've got to go see this gorgeous staircase.
This incredible staircase was custom designed for the owners by Moretti in Italy. It's glass and steel and leads to this top floor room, which used to be a studio to the building and was beautifully incorporated into the apartment about 3 years ago.
You know, there are 2 reasons that makes a lot of sense. One is, I can't imagine just this much space as a studio, and it doesn't have that beautiful lake view that the other floor has. But the other reason is, from the standpoint of the 9th floor, we get this separate space. First of all, we get this awesome staircase, but you get this separate, much more private space.
It is. It's an incredible retreat. And this has its own bathroom, its own built-ins, its own closet. This could certainly be a master suite if somebody wanted the privacy and kind of a seclusion, oasis type of feel up here, or it could be a study as the current owners use it.
Now, there's one space we haven't looked at. It's common space, and one other reason to have this upstairs floor is that we can go right out from here to the rooftop deck that is shared by the building, right?
Exactly. Even though it's a common deck, it's really so close to this unit
that it feels like
in
yours.
Particular, it almost feels like a private outdoor space.
That's great.
And it's only a few steps up from this apartment.
And those great western views out over the city, right now filled with trees, but it looks as if all we really see is sort of red brick and trees as far to the west as possible.
It's a spectacular view west. It really is.